In fact, we have one local audiologist that will do free exams
That's great.
and provide free hearing aids. So she has been a real treasure for us.
That's, I think, Dr. Linda Nally.
Yes, that's correct. That's
She's
correct.
my audiologist and my
okay.
good friend, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
she's wonderful.
And she's really, she volunteered, and we got her, actually, a local priest at St. Isabel's Parish out on Sanibel referred us to her.
Yeah.
And it was a very good connection for us. And anyway, we also help link the elderly folks up with transportation when they need to go places. Bring them groceries. Many of them are clients of our pantry as well, so we take food to them. And just try to help them out with supplies. We have a few groups around the area. Again, at St. Isabel's on Sanibel Island, they've donated a ton of elderly supplies to us that we've been able to take and distribute to the elderly clients we have, and numerous parishes that have helped us out in various programs. Resurrection, I couldn't name them all. I mean,
that's neat, though. And that's such, that can be such a neglected segment of our population, and
yes.
We have so many, seniors down here.
It's a very important program, and these, you got to remember, these folks don't have a lot of resources. Most of them have very few connections outside the home, little or no family, and they really need our help. They need assistance. So it's good to be able to do that.
That's great. Makes me feel good that you're taking care of that segment. Now tell us about the Positive Youth Program.
Positive Youth Development Program, we operate in 2 different locations. One in our Clare House facility, which is directly across the street from Bishop Faroe High School.
Okay.
And then another down in Bonita Springs. And 2 criteria for the kids. They got to be struggling in school, and number 2, they have to be in need. They can't afford tutoring resources outside.
Okay.
So we go and our caseworkers visit with the teachers, and we design a program to target those areas that they're weak, if it's reading or math or whatever, language arts skills. Then we have tutors that come in. Most of them are volunteer, and they tutor these kids every night after school. The report is in the proof is in the report card.
Proof is in the pudding,
yeah,
right?
Proof is in the report card, and all of our kids, show performance, increased
So it's
performance.
that's awesome.
So it's a good, and you know what? It's many of them are from families where the parents struggle with English, and even in their native language, oftentimes aren't at a literacy level where they can really help the kids. So this is a real positive for the kids.
Wow, for the kids and the family,
as
well.
as well, of course, yeah.
That's awesome. And then I know human trafficking, of course, is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, yeah. Of course, I've dealt with victims my whole career. And, so this is nothing new for me. It's an important program. We have a seat on a local task force that's headed up by the U.S. Attorney. And we work real closely with area law enforcement agencies, the sheriff and Collier Sheriff and the feds, and they have a client that they've run across or whatever. They refer to us, and then we help sustain them with food and medical attention, housing, and the like until they're ready.
So you actually help with the housing too.
That's correct.
So
yes.
kind of hands-on.
That's correct. Our caseworkers, go out and have regular contact with these clients, take them to the places they need to go, and we help them with transportation and whatever else they need.
So, Dave, I want to know, I come from a family of law enforcement, and so when you were out there on the other side arresting these people that were doing it, how did you restrain yourself from just wanting to smack them upside the head?
It's really not hard. I mean,
the handcuffs work.
Yeah, you're trained to do a job, and you do the job, and it's they drill. I was a Missouri trooper when I first started, and they drill into your head in the academy the professionalism that they expect. all the way down to you don't get out of your car without your hat. So
Right.
so it's ingrained and
It's ingrained, but you're also a dad and a husband
That's
that
the thing.
feels, and I'm sure you've seen some things that we would
yeah.
never want to hear about.
So there's, you know, law enforcement agencies in general, there's a lot of discipline there, and there has to be, because you know,
Absolutely.
it can be a tough job.
Have a lot of respect
Yes.
for him. All right, we're gonna let's talk about the Venetian Ball that's coming up.
Okay, that is, the Venetian Ball is our big fundraiser for the year. You know, to operate, obviously, we need money just like everybody else, and we have some very generous communities, generous parishes that help us out, and you know, with donations, and I mean, we have donors that, a lot of snowbirds that come in that will volunteer hours, they volunteer money, checks. So each year we have this Venetian Ball, which is kind of our main event. And it's a formal black tie dinner. And then we also have some fundraising efforts around the dinner, such as a live auction, a silent auction. And this year we've got a new feature. We're gonna feature a casino toward the
Fun Mardi Color night.
You're right. Toward the end of the night, we're calling it casino at Lido di Venenzia.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I've got that right. I don't speak Italian.
It sounds
but-
good.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Right. Okay.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, I want to hear about some of the items that are going to be raffled off, because I know they're big ticket items.
Yes,
All
there
right.
are. Thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
CTN10 is an HD video production company that produces high-quality media for local businesses in Southwest Florida and beyond. Contact us at ctn10.com.
Welcome back to the Connect Show. We're talking with Dave Grothaus of Catholic Charities. All right, so Dave, tell us a little bit more about the Venetian Ball, because I know there's some really cool things happening. And
Yes. We're holding the ball, first off, at the Hyatt Regency down in Coconut
Right.
Point. And we'll kick it off at 6 p.m., cocktail hour. In fact, have champagne on the director. So I'll buy you a glass of champagne if you come.
Okay.
Then we go into dinner, and then after dinner we have a live auction. And our live auction is going to feature, we've got a trip for 4 to Napa Valley. We've got a trip for 2 up to Quebec, Canada, and you'll visit Montreal and Quebec City. And that's airfare included in that one.
Wow.
We've got a bed and breakfast upstate New York. We've got a trip to Pinehurst, a golf outing at Pinehurst, North Carolina. We've also got a river cruise on a yacht up to Caloosahatchee with lunch at the Gulf Harbor.
Neat.
And so there's a lot of good prizes to be auctioned. Within the auction, live auction, we will also have our gift from the heart. It's an annual fundraiser that we do for a specific program or cause that we're working on. This year, we are going after or fundraising for a pantry renovation and sustainment that we're doing at the Galliana Center on Michigan Link Avenue. We service about 165 families at that food pantry, and we have very substandard facilities right now. We had a very generous donor and supporter from the past. She just passed away this year. Her name is Rosemary Kelly, and we are raising funds for the Rosemary Kelly Pantry. So it's the Rosemary Kelly Pantry renovation and sustainment. And we're going to try to shift it to the other side of our building, and they'll go in one side and come out the other and not get bunched up. I mean, right now it's a real problem. Plus, I would like to build a covered shelter like you'd see at any park, you know.
Sure, the pavilions
yeah,
there.
like an outside pavilion, yes, so that our clients will be under cover, whether it's raining or sunshine, and they'll have some protection from the elements while they're waiting.
Okay, so at the food distribution,
That's
sometimes they're
correct.
outside.
Yeah, because, you know, it takes time to run people through so they
Sure.
can pick up their groceries. So this will give them a place where they can sit down and wait and all that. So that's what our gift from the heart is this year.
So that's the focus of a gift from the heart.
Yes, and then
That's where the funds
of course
are going.
all the proceeds from the event go to fund our operations through the year. But we're having that specific gift from the heart just for that food pantry operation.
Okay.
The Rosemary Kelly Food Pantry. And that's located at the Galliano Center on Michigan Link Avenue. And then at the conclusion of the live auction, we're going to raffle off a car. We got a 2014 Fiat 500L that is donated by Galliano's, the Galliano Chrysler Fiat. And that car will be auctioned off. We are selling tickets at $100 a piece.
So now, do you have to be at the dinner to?
You do not.
No,
you do not
okay.
have to be present to win. The tickets are on sale. You can call our number, which I think is on your board.
Yes, on the screen.
And get tickets, 2 for $175 through the rest of this week. So if you wanted to buy 2 tickets, you get a $25 break.
Can you buy one for $100?
You can buy one for $100.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then obviously those proceeds will go toward helping out all of our operations. But it was a very generous gift by Galliano's, and we really appreciate it.
That is very generous.
Yeah, and then we'll move. At the end of that, after we do the raffle, we will open the doors to what we're calling Casino at Lido di Venenzia.
Okay.
And we will, on your ticket, includes $100 in play,
to go play.
in play money, so you can go in and spend your $100, and if you need more, you can get more in the casino. So
so that's a fundraising
yes.
element and
Yes.
fun and safe.
That's right, and it's all in fun, and there are some prizes. There'll be plenty of prizes. We'll also have a silent auction going on where you can go and bid on some
Sure.
things, and we've got everything from weekend Harley rentals to restaurant certificates to I couldn't begin to name them all.
Well, one thing about the Venetian Ball I know is that you have very generous donators of items, and listen to those trips. It's just amazing.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a great core of supporters, and they've really come to the plate again this year. So I encourage everybody. If you haven't been on our website already, go to Catholic Charities, dov.org, click on Venetian Ball and get tickets.
Get tickets. So they're a big ticket number, but you get a night out and really just a fabulous evening going to a good cause.
That's correct. And don't forget your mask.
Don't you? Oh, the mask. Okay, that's interesting. So, Dave, you've seen the fruit of all the labor that goes into the people that you served. Any stories stand out to you of families or individuals that you've helped?
You know, none in particular. I try, like on Food Pantry Day, I try to make the rounds and talk to a few of the people. It's tough because I'm pulled in a lot of different directions,
Yeah.
but I do try to get out there. And you know, for instance, we got this guy that shows up every week. His name's Charlie, and Charlie and I talked last week, and he's just a nice man, and it's a good feeling to sit down with these guys and just kind of communicate one-on-one. You know, I see them, we're giving them groceries, we're helping them out, but it's that rare occasion that I really get to talk to people,
Yeah.
especially me. The caseworkers are different. They get to you know, see their clients all the time and talk to them, but I don't get that opportunity too often.
Right.
So I really cherish it when I do.
I'm sure you hear the wonderful stories, though, coming back from your staff of the lives being changed out there.
Absolutely. And you know, I tell you, some of the heartbreaking stories are like some of the lonely seniors, the human trafficking victims have all generally had a very, very tough life, and it's good to see that they can make some progress, some improvement. Yeah.
So Dave, how has this, what skills have you used in this position that maybe you didn't use in the other position?
Well, obviously my law enforcement skills aren't real applicable, but my undergraduate degree is in accounting, and I got my master's at Johns Hopkins in management, and so my management skills are transferable to this work.
Yeah.
I ran our legislative affairs office at ATF, and I ran a budget shop. So I'm able to use those skills in this job here. I'm constantly working with budgets and trying to figure out how to stretch money and make it work and watch spending, and then selling ideas and selling programs.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do when I was chief of legislative affairs, and I was talking about different initiatives that our agency was gonna run. So it may not be exact, but it's
It's definitely helpful.
Yes.
And I know you probably were amazed at the large number of volunteers and people supporting.
Oh yeah. We have a huge cadre of volunteers, and we couldn't do our job without the volunteers. I can't say enough about them. If there's one thing daily that I tell the staff is, tell the volunteers you appreciate them and say thank you to the donors, because without them we couldn't do our job.
Now, if our viewers maybe can't make the dinner, they can still come out and volunteer or donate or things
Absolutely.
like that?
Anytime they want.
Okay.
Call us at the office and tell us you're interested, and we will make it happen.
All right, Dave, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back.
All right, thank you so much.
Be right back.
We must be different people because of our exposure to God's Word.
Now you're seeing you need Jesus and you want Him.
And we love Him because He first loved us.
There is a way which seems right to a man.
As you know, Jesus has given us the Great Commission.
Listen, learn, live.
Thank you for making 91.5 Kingdom FM your favorite choice for music and ministry teaching programs in Southwest Florida.
Hey, I'm Carrie Job, and you're watching Christian Television Network.
I'd like to ask you a question, sort of a what if. What if you could plan the perfect retirement? And what if you wanted to make sure that your retirement lifestyle offered the amenities and services that you've been looking for? What if you knew that outstanding healthcare facilities were right at hand? Come to ShellPoint today and learn more about the exciting lifestyle and reassuring life care that ShellPoint has to offer. And stop asking yourself, what if?
Hello, I'm Joyce Meyer, and I would like to invite you to join me right here for Enjoying Everyday Life. We all want a life that we love, and I believe that you can have it. I'll share how you can apply God's Word to everything that concerns you, your thought life, relationships, even your health. I look forward to being a part of your day. Check your local listings for details or go to joycemeyer.org, and together we'll learn how to enjoy life and glorify God more.
Lifeline Family Center presents the Once Upon a Time Benefit Dinner on February 27th, featuring keynote speaker Cal Thomas, conservative author and syndicated columnist in more than 550 newspapers and 300 radio stations. The event begins at 6:30 p.m. at McGregor Baptist Church. Proceeds support Lifeline Family Center in providing education, counseling, and spiritual direction to young pregnant women in crisis. Call 242-7238 or visit lifelinefamilycenter.org.